Hi guys, I'm Rafael Marcolino and welcome to Drum Sapiens every week with a new drum lesson for you. In this lesson, you're going to learn a very cool triplet linear groove. And this groove is based on the shuffle rhythm, but it's not actually a shuffle groove, and I'm going to explain that to you, why that is not exactly a shuffle, and how we can actually turn a basic shuffle groove into this triplet linear groove. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, to like the Facebook page, to follow Drum Sapiens on Instagram, and if you want to receive every week the lesson link straight to your email with a PDF file containing transcriptions of every exercise I show here, go to subscribe.drumsapiens.com and subscribe to our mailing list. So we're going to start by first understanding what is a shuffle and how we can turn that shuffle into this triplet linear groove. So a shuffle is basically when you play the first and the third triplet of each beat. So usually in basic shuffle grooves, we play that rhythm with our hi-hat or our ride cymbal. So it's always the first and the third triplet of each beat. And we can easily turn that into a basic shuffle groove by adding the kick drum to beats 1 and 3 and the backbeat on beats 2 and 4. And some people might say that to give a proper shuffle feel to the groove, you need to add an extra texture by putting ghost notes on the snare drum in those holes that we are not playing with the hi-hat. So in every second triplet of each beat, we should put a ghost note on the snare to create this extra texture to the shuffle feel. And of course, we can have different kick drum patterns to create different shuffle grooves and variations of it. So as an example, I'm gonna put extra kick drum notes on every third triplet of each beat played together with the hi-hat. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that last example of a shuffle groove and I'm gonna turn it into this triplet linear groove. And it's a very simple thing that we are gonna change, but it's gonna be a completely different thing to play in terms of coordination. So we're gonna keep the same kick drum pattern and we're gonna keep the backbeats on 2 and 4, but we're not playing ghost notes on the snare drum anymore, and we're gonna instead of those ghost notes on the second triplet of each beat, we're gonna play the hi-hat on every second triplet of each beat. And that becomes our triplet linear groove. And for those of you who don't know what a linear groove is, it's when we play one limb at a time. We never have two notes, two limbs playing together at the same time. So if you play the kick drum, it's the kick drum by itself. We will never play the kick drum together with the hi-hat or together with the snare drum. So that's a linear groove. So the pattern we get by making those changes to that last shuffle groove, as I explained, is on beat 1, kick drum, hi-hat, kick drum. On beat 2, snare, hi-hat, kick drum. And we repeat the exact same thing to beats 3 and 4. And I advise you to start playing it really slowly for you to get used to the pattern, for your body to get used to this pattern. And one very cool detail about playing linear grooves, and especially this groove, is that you can easily change the orchestration of what you're playing, keeping the same pattern. So we're gonna now create different orchestrations by just changing where we play our right hand. So our right hand is always playing the second triplet of each beat. So we play 4 notes with our right hand in each bar. And the second triplet of beat 4, I'm gonna take it off the hi-hat and I'm gonna play it on the right bell. Check it out. And you can get crazy creating different orchestrations by just changing where you're playing your right hand. And you can use your thumbs as well. For the next example, I'm gonna play the second triplet of beat 1 on the hi-hat, the second triplet of beat 2 on the rec tom, the second triplet of beat 3 on the hi-hat, and the second triplet of beat 4 on the floor tom. And as a last example, just to show you one more different orchestration, changing my right hand, I'm gonna play the second triplet of beat 1 on the hi-hat, the second triplet of beat 2 on the right bell, the second triplet of beat 3 on the rec tom, and the second triplet of beat 4 on the floor tom. One thing that is really cool about learning this groove is that you now have a different option when you have to come up with a triplet feel groove. You don't want to play a basic shuffle thing. You want to get more creative and go a little bit away from the shuffle, but not without playing something that fits in a situation that a shuffle would fit. So that's a cool way to get off the shuffle a little bit when you have to play a triplet groove. And I like to change the right hand orchestration in this groove because by doing that, you keep always the same pattern on the kick drum and the snare, that it's the main foundation of the groove. And the right hand plays only 1 note at each beat. So you have plenty of time to change from one side of the kit to the other side of the kit. And it's actually quite easy to improvise that right hand position during this groove. So I hope this idea is useful for you when creating your own linear grooves and your own triplet grooves. Okay? I hope you guys liked the lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow on Instagram, to like the Facebook page. And don't forget that we have a new free drum lesson every week. So if you want to receive every week the lesson link with a PDF file containing transcriptions of all those exercises and examples, go to subscribe.drummosapiens.com and subscribe to our mailing list. I see you next week.